Good morning, my beautiful people, my brothers and sisters. This is your boy, Emanuel Flemming, the senior pastor of Abel Baptist Church in Clemson, South Carolina. We say Abel, but it's actually Abel. But anyway, God put on my heart this morning to say something real quick. And it's really getting back to the basics of things and seeing how we can work out a better look and spiritual feel and transition in reference to our relationships in life. So I want to say something, and I'm glad that from the great man, God rest his soul, rest in peace, Dr. Miles Monroe. But he also helped with inspiration to understand that when we look at things simply, now some of your ladies may get upset, some of your brothers may get upset. I still love you, but we got to learn how to deal with the truth. I'm falling flawed like anybody else, and if these walls could talk, oh Lord, what would they say? But I want to say this where even I've fallen short and messed up in this, the dynamic aspect. We do already understand, if we are believers, that God designed first, he created man and then the woman from out of man, right? Made her his helpmeet. Meaning that the design is that it's for the man to lead, and she is a helpmeet, meaning that she's going to help him meet whatever it is that he desires, aspires to do. He's going to be able to accomplish with the right helpmeet. Her design and how it's set up is what God intended, is that the man is the king, the woman is the queen. We're supposed to take care of our queens. Likewise, as the queens will take care of her king. The problem where we messed up, myself included, in relationships is understanding, respecting those roles that we have. We in society now is messed up, and I thank God for the strides that we have strong women in life, and the women should be empowered and move forward. But the problem with a lot of ladies are messed up now, that a lot of them are single, or men just use them to be baby mamas, or they see other ladies come out to being very bitter and can't get into successful relationships, is whenever you find ladies who try to be men. And I'm not just talking about, lesbianism and things of that nature. I'm talking about the fact of that very, very vocal, to the point of not the fact of you just being a grown woman and you being opinionated, but to the point of where you come across seem somewhat hostile. Is therefore basically you putting off the image or the vibe that you can beat your man tail. In other words, that's already going to always cause problem when you're dealing with a strong man. So you're going to cause yourself to have conflict. A man don't want to hear all that yapping and run off at the mouth to him as though that you can run him or beat him or things of that nature. You're already setting your relationship up for failure. On the other side of it is understanding where we missed the mark, and I can try to do this as quick as possible because I don't want to talk y'all to death, but it just put on my heart, is the understanding of we as men, if we carried our roles the way we should, whether we actually in the house with the woman or not, whether that's my wife, my girlfriend, or just baby mama, we still have been set aside to understand that we are supposed to be the guides, the comforters, the protectors. And truthfully, it's supposed to be the spiritual leaders within the family when you're married, obviously, and got that going. That's what we're supposed to do. And that's what we miss the mark a lot of times. You see in case of a lot of the women are going to church, and then the dude sitting at the house, chilling, watching the game, drink a couple of brews. Something wrong with that picture, but then you don't get mad when she start messing around with the deacons or one of these other brothers that happen to come to church. Vice versa, when you're having some of these cases now where the men are trying to get their lives together and grow closer to God, and go there and the lady off doing whatever, don't want to go to church, but she go anywhere else in the book. And then you wonder why he end up messing with somebody at the church, or being to find some other young ladies out there. We got to look at that when we deal in these relationships, our marriages as well, to learn how to work together and support each other. But then again, I keep saying you can't do that if you don't know your role. A man wants a woman to love him, support him, and encourage him. Men are physical creatures. We're visual and physical. You satisfy a man sexually, being brutally honest, within marriage. I ain't saying I condone anything else, but I'm being 100. Because we know we're all held accountable to God for what it is. But I'm just telling you, within the confines of marriage, we got to understand that when you satisfy a man, you keep a man focused. When you constantly flirting with him, when you are very encouraging with him, you joke with him, you let him be himself, You push him to be better. Those are the attractive attributes. Those things are what keeps men attention for the most part. Some of us are still jacking up regardless, but you have better chances of keeping your relationship intact. Basically, that's the same thing a lot of ladies would like to have. Men like to have too. We just not gonna say it because we're not, supposedly emotional creatures, and we don't want to feel feminine whenever we're expressing our feelings. But men want to be made known that they are wanted and desired as well, And so we got to understand the dynamic of making sure we play our roles right, making sure that we are being attentive to each other, making each other's own personal rock star, meaning like whoever I fantasize about, I pour those type of feelings into the person I'm actually dealing with, who I really love. Like if I'm crazy about Denzel Washington for the female, well, you better turn old Ricky over there into Denzel Washington. Vice versa. If I'm crazy about Beyonce, I better turn Keisha into Beyonce in my life. And that's when a lot of our relationships could be stronger. But let's even go back to just saying the dynamic. The problem is messed up with a lot of our ladies. I thank God again. I'm not trying to be insulting, so I hope we can be mature and take it. But understand that it's great strides with the education and doing your thing, being financially stable, got you. But you got to understand that still you have a role to play. And the role to play is the fact of the matter is, regardless of how accomplished you are, you still are that man's helpmeet. You should be secure and confident in what you are and who you are. But at the same time, understand how to humble yourself in your role. Because you can't make a happy home if you keep thinking that you're the head. You may have more money, you may have more degrees, but you're not the head of that relationship. And when you humble yourself, you'll find out that your man will treat you even more of a queen and respect you more as a queen if you do so. So I want to say to you all, please just make sure that we start to understand the design that God has set forth, and please make sure we start to respect it. And I promise this world, society, a lot of things